Spike and Ryan together in space, doing a bunch of really cool stuff.
Spike and Ryan record a talk show.
That's the tea. That's the tea. That's the tea with Jacob Spike Kraus
And friends! That's the tea. That's the tea. That's the tea with Jacob Spike Kraus and friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to That's the Tea with Jacob Spike Kraus and friends, episode Quattro. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. My guest today is known for a lot of things. Being one of the best song leaders in Camp George history. Being one of the best song leaders in URJ Kutz's camp history. Being one of the best song leaders in URJ America history. One of the best song leaders in Canadian history. Being one of the best Canadians in song leading history. And most exclusively, the voice of And Friends at the conclusion of That's the Tea with Jacob Spike Kraus, the theme song. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Leszner! Yay! Welcome to That's the Tea. I'm really excited to have you here. So for people who don't know what happened is I recorded the theme song in my home studio and I sent Ryan a text and I said, Ryan, I need you to record yourself enthusiastically saying "and friends" so I can tag it onto the end of my theme song. 5 minutes later, I received a voice memo on my phone and it was about a minute and a half of you enthusiastically saying "and friends" in multiple different styles and genres.
So I set myself up right here in front of my desk. I put a picture of the Jacob Spike Kraus on my computer, took a deep breath, had some tea, and channeled all of my inner thoughts and was like, all right, let's do this. I think my first take was just like a classic "and friends." Classic, easy.
Classic, timeless.
I went for like the elongated "and friends."
I remember that one.
Because why not? And then
That one reminded me of like Phineas and Ferb, which is a show that I never watched because it was slightly after my like young childhood.
Right. People tell me I look like either Phineas or Ferb.
Yeah.
I don't remember
the
which
tall,
one.
skinny one.
It's the tall, skinny one with floppy hair. That's me.
Yeah.
No, well, the last one, which got you the nice... What people don't know, they could probably tell the "and friends," which is classic Ryan. But then I took a take for one of them, and I, like, laughed in the middle of it.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop myself, and so that's where you get that.
All right, Ryan, what tea did you bring for us today?
Let me show you. I'm very excited to show you my tea today. It is a vanilla rooibos. I'm big into that rooibos game, but I have it in these little steeper things. It's a little duck.
It's a little duck. I have a surprise for you,
I'm so excited.
which is that I am drinking a brand new tea for the first time that I've never had before in honor of Ryan Jeffrey Leszner coming on the show. Casey went up to Ontario and she returned with a special edition David's tea, which is called "Oh Canada." Zero description about what is in it, but smells very, very strongly of maple syrup and no other flavors. Pieces of maple chunks in there.
That's impressive. That was a questionable decision.
Hard to figure out what that is. Actually, it's not bad. While the tea is a little bit too hot to drink, would you tell the people who you are and what you're doing in life right now?
Yeah, sure. So I am currently a rabbinical school. I'm at the Hebrew College Rabbinical Institution. I'm
All right.
ready to go.
Steeping it real. That's right. Okay. So for this segment, all you got to do is drink the tea on screen and give us as descriptive a taste test as possible.
So first and foremost is that this is a very thin tea, and some of the leaves got through the strainer.
Oh, no.
So it tastes like literal tea, just like leaves.
It tastes like you put leaves in your mouth.
It tastes like I put leaves in my mouth, which is not necessarily bad. I've got hints of vanilla, for sure. Deep, earthy rooibos.
Earthy rooibos. What is rooibos?
I don't actually know, but every time I drink it, it's got like a nice like earthy feel, full soothing tones.
Awesome. Thank you for that. This is the second week in a row I'm featuring David's Tea. Shout out David's Tea. Sponsor me, please. Oh, I was really wary about this tea, and that's why I haven't had it for like 2 months. It's delicious. This tea is really good. Okay, this tea tastes like curling up in a log cabin by a fire in northern Canada feels. It's definitely like maple flavored, and I don't know how they get that, whether it's like actual syrup. Probably not actual syrup. Like maybe cinnamon. There might be cinnamon in here. You mentioned like earthy tones. It feels that way. It's not fruity at all. Tea time! Okay, so tea time is where I'm going to ask you a bunch of silly tea related questions and you have to answer them rapid fire. Question number 1. What is your favorite type of tea?
Rooibos.
Question number 2. What's your favorite word that starts with the letter T?
Toronto.
And it starts with a capital T.
And it's a capital T.
And it's a capital city.
Capital city. That's not true.
Gotcha! Canadian education system misleading its students since it told Ryan that Toronto was a capital. Question 3. Tranquility. What do you do to relax?
In weird quarantine times, I've been reading books.
What's the last thing you read that you really liked?
I think it's called When Breath Turns into Air. Or when breath becomes air. That's what it's called. When breath becomes air.
Tea party! If you could have any 3 people from history, alive or dead, over to your house for a tea party, who would it be?
I would invite a man by the name of Justin Vernon. He is better known for his band Bon Iver. The late, great Johnny Bauer, famous Leafs goaltender. I'll call upon my great-grandfather, Poppy Joe Soren.
I want you to invite those members of the contingency that are still walking this earth to your house in Cambridge for tea. Do it now.
Mr. Justin Vernon, I've been a fan of your music for a long time, and not just of your popular projects like Bon Iver. I know about Diarmid Edison. I know about Mount Vernon. I know about the shouting matches. I know about Volcano Choir. I want to know how your mind works, so it'd be really nice to catch up with a little bit of tea. That would be wonderful. Please, Justin Vernon, come on home.
You heard it here first. Ryan Leszner inviting Justin Vernon and no other people to his apartment in Cambridge for tea next week. Tea Leaf Pictionary! I'm going to open up the Whiteboard feature on Zoom. I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock, and you're going to have 60 seconds to guess what I'm drawing. Your clue is that what I'm drawing is somehow related to sports. Can I get 60 seconds on the clock? On your mark, get set, go.
There's a scene in Community. Never mind. It's a dinosaur. Is what it really looks like right now. Or the letter Gimel. Is it Trogdor? Are you drawing Trogdor?
No, but that's a really good guess. It's sports related.
So what sports team it looks like a Trogdor? Is it the Vegas Golden Knights? Is it Chance the Gilly Monster? You don't even know.
30 seconds.
A dinosaur. Oh, Raptors. Got you.
Yeah, you win! Yeah! Congratulations on being world champs because Kevin Durant got injured.
Don't get off that bandwagon so hard. I am.
Oh, I'm sorry. We don't have time. We got to move on to a new segment. Spill the tea. You have 2 options. Option number 1, you can share some juicy gossip about your life. Option number 2, you can spill what is remaining of your tea on your lap.
I mean, the gossip of my life, it's not even gossip. It's just dope things that I do. Okay, let me give it to you straight, all right? There's a warm breeze going around that you and I, the Sporian, friendship that we had was all for show.
That we're not friends?
And I want to squash that right now. You and I have a deep love for each other that nobody else will ever understand. Facebook world, Instagram world.
YouTube world.
YouTube world. It's not YouTube? Good for you.
You mean good for you? Anybody can post to YouTube. Well, that's our show, everybody. That's all we have time for. For Ryan Jeffrey Leszner, I'm Jacob Spike Kraus. Until next time, steep it real, hug your pets, scream hello at strangers as they walk past your house 6 feet apart with masks on. Peace.
That's the tea. That's the tea. That's the tea with Jacob Spike Kraus
and friends.